Another weekend day, so no real big progress towards anything in particular today. But I have been doing kind of more thinking than is usual for a weekend. I've been looking after the boys. My wife went over to her parents with Fern. And they watched the royal wedding over there and had a jolly old time by all accounts. And I was here looking after the boys, ferreting them to various parties. What I did do was give me an opportunity to do things like cut the grass and a few other bits in the garden, and that always gives me some really good thinking time. So I did have a bit of a think, and did I come up with any kind of conclusions? No, I didn't. But this is often how it works for me. I don't think I'm unique in this respect. I can kind of do some direct thinking about things, and specifically what I was thinking about was whether I should or could push towards a different niche within well-being presenting, which is I guess I'm kind of going towards anyway. And I've talked about this before with the whole taking people from the knowing to the doing stage, looking at how could that be more, or could that be more transferable to other areas of business, and because I just have this kind of sense that well-being is being taken really seriously. Physical health, mental health, it's really being taken seriously by companies, and it's brilliant to see that. But is getting a speaker in for an event that's already going ahead, like I've seen with things like mental health awareness weeks and so on, is that at the moment deemed to be the best use of resources for a company? And possibly I'm seeing that more people are coming back with a negative decision on that it isn't. I see at the moment the real push being in places like conferences, kickoffs, sales kickoffs, and events where they're already happening and they would be getting a keynote speaker in anyway. That's kind of where I see things. I see things going with wellbeing at the moment. That said, I am kind of wondering about niching things down a little bit more, which is something I've kind of stumbled into more than by design with the whole going from the knowing to the doing. It's what I teach, it's what I coach about, it's brain science, it's the stuff I'm really interested in. But I've probably got a bit of work to do to come up with a range of different talks that would kind of do what I need them to do. But anyway, so what I've been doing is having that direct thought with that, and then what the next step is from that. So no conclusions were drawn, but what happens now with my brain, and again I think with many people when they do this, is kind of the subconscious mind kicks in, and things start falling into place. Now I've given it that direct thought. I've got to almost shut it down and stop thinking about it, and then things start falling into place. So that's the next stage. That's what I'm waiting for at the moment. It was the wedding. It was the royal wedding, as I said, and actually, yeah, that was the other thing. That was the other thing I wanted to say about today. I was watching the wedding, in between cutting the grass and looking after the boys, and they had there was a preacher, an American preacher, and I was watching him, and I went out, did the grass, came back in again. He was still going. This guy just went on forever. But he was really good. The bits I saw, he was really engaged. Didn't seem to have any notes. Certainly wasn't reading from notes, which I guess is quite normal when you're a preacher. You're doing this kind of every week. But it made me think, this guy was a really, really good speaker, very passionate, a great storyteller, really, really good kind of connection with the audience, great body language, facial, just a superb speaker, a really, really good speaker. And it kind of did make me think, when I've been in church, I've been in church for a while, but when I have been in church, I've seen vicars deliver sermons. Like sometimes some of the sermons are just fantastic, like the way they deliver it, the confidence they have, and the presence that they have. So maybe think kind of religion. Maybe there's something to learn from watching preachers at work, especially this American guy was awesome. Even though he just went on, I think he must be going for at least 20 minutes. But anyway, that was the other thing I wanted to say. The royal wedding, wonderful event, and wonderful speech by the preacher. Anyway, that was kind of an aside. So another day of thinking tomorrow. but hopefully some ideas coming together. I've really got to do something with this now. I've got to make some big strides here. I have got some ideas. I have got some things that I haven't been doing that I could be doing. But like I did that audit the other week, probably a couple months ago now. I need to go through that again, do another audit, and decide what exactly it is that I can do next, because I'm not making the progress of what you're making, and I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with it. I want to change it, but I'm kind of like, right, let's step up a gear now. So that's me. Back in tomorrow with another update. Bye for now.